We're having a ball here at County Stadium tonight. Brewers on top of the Giants 5-2 as we head to the bottom of the fourth. We cordially invite you to come on out to the ballpark this weekend for the remainder of this Giants series. Our Spring Madness promotion in full gear.
Yep, $1 bleachers, $3 general admission, $1 Cokes and hot dogs. Really no excuse to not come out. It's supposed to be nice. That rain that everybody was talking about for this weekend, nowhere in sight.
Not even close tonight. Top of the order here in the bottom of the fourth. Viñas, Cirillo, and Jaha against Sean Estes. Fernando has singled and grounded out to first tonight. That ground out to first was big. First time he'd recorded an out in a day and a half. Here's a fly ball lifted into left center. Bonds is there for it, one gone.
Third baseman, Jeff Cirillo.
Jeff Cirillo, the batter now. This is the Giants' first trip to Milwaukee since September of 1965.
Yep.
The 17th through the 19th of September. And as we mentioned in our broadcast open, the names are certainly different. It was Mays, McCovey, Marichal. But the Giants feel as though this 1998 team can be every bit as special as that 65 club was.
A lot of marquee names on this club. Rob Nen, probably one of the most important parts of this ball club. One of the best closers in all of baseball. Earl Hershiser. You certainly have veteran leadership here with the Giants. That's important when you're thinking about winning the title.
Well, Dusty Baker has said that it probably won't take as many wins to win the National League West this year as it did last, and the Giants won it with 90 wins a year ago. But, he says in the same breath, it's going to be much more competitive. He thinks it's going to be a tighter logjam at the top.
Yeah, those teams in the West are going to be beating each other up. San Diego, the Giants, the Dodgers, Diamondbacks, off to a slow start, but they'll get going.
2-2 on Jeff Cirillo. I'll tell you, the Diamondbacks are really getting a lot of heat from people for various reasons too. And they've conducted themselves with a demeanor that has been interpreted as arrogant by many in the baseball world.
Well, they're the ones that got all the play. When you talk about spring training and last year, everybody talking about the Diamondbacks and Buck Showalter, and you would have never known about Larry Rothschild and the Tampa Bay Devil Rays, but they got a better record.
Full count on Cirillo. Here's a payoff home from Estes. He loses in ball four. Good at bat by Jeff that time. And that's the fourth walk issued by Sean Estes. Check that, the fifth base on balls doled out by Sean Estes tonight.
First baseman, John.
Sonny Jackson and Gene Kleins, a couple of Dusty Baker's coaches here with the Giants. John Jahan now with one out. There was bullpen activity behind Estes last half inning. Russ Ortiz was up and throwing. He has since sat back down. But I'd imagine the Dusty Baker's string with Estes is not going to be a whole lot longer.
No. He's been on the hook just about every inning. And as you mentioned, the first couple of innings, Sean Estes really has not looked like he has felt too comfortable out on that Brewer mound. Stepping off quite a bit, has already balked. There you see the bullpen talking about it.
You know, certainly not to make any excuses for anybody, but recall in the American League in years past, Jaha swinging away, lines to center, right to his ex-mate Darrell Hamilton, who scoops it up. 2 away.
You can't hit it any harder than that. Oh, good to see Jaha swinging the bat with authority. Obviously, that trapezius problem that he had about a week ago, not giving him any trouble. High fastball. Bang. Out over the plate. That's where John likes it.
2 away for Burnitz now. Again, not to make excuses for Estes, but remember the likes of Randy Johnson, Mike Messina, Roger Clemens. Each of them during various points in their careers when coming through Milwaukee have had a problem with the mound here. And that's not to say it's bad. It's just not been comfortable for them.
Too bad. That's good. You don't want opposing pitchers feeling good out there.
No doubt. 1-0 on Burnett's. It's a big curveball. Misses low, 2-0. Jeremy with a couple of singles under his belt tonight. He scored 2 of the 5 Brewer runs. Estes from the stretch on 2-0. Another curveball. This time Burnett's offers and misses.
Pretty good pitch on 2-0. Jeremy Burnett's not thinking about a curveball. Surprised that Jeremy offered at it. Way out in front, looking for the fastball, never gets there.
Goes to the fastball, makes it count 2-2 as he finds it for a strike. Sean Estes, the Giants' youngest opening day starter since Mark Davis started 1984's season at the ripe old age of 23.
Yeah, long time ago.
2-2 home in the dirt. Full count now, 3-2. 2 away and a runner at first. Cirillo, he'll be moving on this 3-2 pitch.
Sean Estes, I don't have a pitch count, but he must have thrown an awful lot of pitches. He's already got the 5 walks. He's thrown deep into a lot of counts today.
3-2 pitch to Burnett's is wrapped to second. Kent to Snow, and that'll do it in the Brewers' 4th. Estes strands a base runner. We've played 4 complete tonight from County Stadium. 5-2 Brewers. You're watching Milwaukee Brewer baseball on MSC.
Let me know if the love is really real, but it seems to me that I'm wrapped up in your love. Don't you know that I'm still shut up in love with you? Yeah.
Tires Plus, like no other tire store.
Tuesdays, bring the family out for a Brewers game and only pay half price for upper grandstand seats, compliments of Henry's salad dressing. The savings continue all season long during Henry's Upper Grand Slam Tuesdays. Receive an additional $1 off per ticket for each redeemed Henry's pourable salad dressing neck label. Call 414-933-9000 for your half-price Tuesday ticket. That's 933-9000.
Want a mower that's fast and fun? Introducing Snapper's new Yard Cruiser. Designed right, the Yard Cruiser's joystick control allows you to point and go with super responsive zero-turn steering, with easy access, superior visibility, and a pivoting frame that glides over the contours of your lawn, cutting your mowing time virtually in half.
Snapper. Anything less just won't cut it.
Call 1-800-SNAPPER for the dealer nearest you.
Fans, this is the Snapper mow 'em down inning. If the Brewer pitcher mows down the opposing batters 3 up, 3 down by any means, one lucky viewer will win a Snapper walk mower valued at 350 bones. If the Brewers do not have a 1-2-3 inning, the contestant still wins 4 Brewers home game tickets. Register by sending a postcard with your name, address, and phone number to the address you just saw there on your screen. Snapper mow 'em down inning, care of MSC, Riverfront Plaza, 1110 North Old World 3rd Street, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 53203. The Snapper mow 'em down inning.
I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah.
Sean Estes leads off this top of the 5th inning for the Giants. Estes followed by Hamilton and Miller against Jose Mercedes. Brewers on top 5-2. Fly ball into the corner and left. Jackson there for it. It stays playable for him. 1 away.
You see the big swing, and Sean Estes just gets under this one. You can see Darren Jackson playing shallow, has to go to the line and makes the catch. Wind blowing ever so lightly out toward left field, almost from foul pole to foul pole, right to left.
Darryl Hamilton now.
I want to say hello to Bill Lyles, who is recuperating back at home. A Brewer usher here last year. I want to tell Bill we miss him. He was one of the guys that was guarding us out here last year, Matt. You know how big of a job that is.
I know it.
Get well soon and get back out here, Bill.
Yeah, Bill, all of the people that try to get to Schroeder every game, they're walking right through Usher Mike.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Like he's not even there.
I've seen some of the most amateur diversionary tactics work on Usher Mike. You know, hey, what's that? Right past him. 3 balls and a strike on Darryl Hamilton.
Nah, Usher Mike does a good job, man. You know that.
Yeah, we just like to goof on him. There's ball 4 to Hamilton. 3rd walk of the night by Mercedes.
Third baseman.
We've also got birthday greetings to pass along tonight. Get this business out of the way. John Rollo, a super Brewer fan, watching us tonight. Happy birthday, John.
You gonna sing for him?
Huh?
You're not gonna sing for him?
Sing what? Happy birthday?
Yeah.
No.
All right.
I don't think it would make it a very happy birthday for John if I sang to him.
Well, you're resting your windpipes for tomorrow night?
Yeah. You coming out tomorrow
Big night for you, yeah. Out of Kelly's Volley Dome, out of Mequon. You and Jeff Jr. are going to be out there playing with the band. You're going to be singing, what, 3-4 numbers?
Yeah.
Can you give us a preview?
At risk of tipping my hand, sure.
Now, I'm not asking you to sing. Just tell us what you're
really?
going to be singing. No, I don't want you to
looking
sing.
for my pitch pipe.
No, I don't want you to sing.
No,
Just,
we're
what
going
do
to, you know, your standard rock and roll. I'm a rocker, really, when it comes down to it. I think we're going to do a little Tom Petty, some Wallflowers, Iron Butterfly, Fog Hat, Journey, Foreigner. No, I'm just kidding. We're not doing all of it. We're just going to do a few tunes.
Yeah.
It's going to be good, though.
You know all the lyrics?
I'm working on it.
Yeah?
I'm
I
working
saw you
on it.
working pretty hard on that plane last night.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. The rest of you guys are all talking baseball, and I'm out there listening to my Walkman trying to figure out just what the heck these guys are saying during these songs.
Yeah, this isn't karaoke, folks. Matt's got to know the words.
Runner goes, a 1-1 to Miller, fouled away. Yeah, we'd like to cordially invite everybody out, actually. Kevin Brandt, WKLH. It's KB's Midlife Crisis. That's the name of the group we're jamming with. Jamming. See, I'm throwing the terms around now.
Jargon, yeah.
But they would like to cordially invite everybody to come out. Tomorrow night, they're going to fire it up at about 9 o'clock. Ball and 2 strikes on Bill Miller. Oh, that didn't miss by much. Looking down to his third base coach, Ron Wotus, down there in the third base box in his first year on Dusty Baker's staff. This one out of the inane statistics file for Bill Miller. He's had incredible success offensively during games in which Sean Estes is the Giants' starting pitcher. Really, nothing has anything to do with the other. It's just one of those great baseball coincidences. But 7 of Miller's lifetime home runs have come when Estes is the Giants' starting pitcher. 2-2 to him, is lined out to right. Burnitz twists around out there, gets there to put it away.
A good adjustment by Jeremy in right field. He turned the wrong way, able to turn around and find the baseball. A lot of times An outfielder will lose the ball. The lights are a bit tricky out here in County Stadium on balls that are hit on the line to right field. Watch Burnett. He's going to turn around and correct himself, make the catch.
Barry Bonds now. He's grounded into a double play and driven in a run with a sacrifice fly. Runner at first, 2 away. It's the 3rd time Mercedes has faced Bonds tonight. The 3rd time he's done so with runners aboard. You're not making your life any easier that way, I'll tell you that much.
Sooner or later, he's going to get you.
2-0.
Yeah, Barry Bonds, one of the few power hitters in all of baseball that actually chokes up on the bat. Most of the guys have maybe a finger over the knob or at least down on the knob, but Barry Bonds chokes up. You see him choking up about an inch. Gives him better bat control that way.
3-0.
Think he's got the green light? I would have to think so.
If he doesn't, nobody should. Jeff Kent waiting on deck behind him. It's not like he can pitch around Bonds. Here's a 3-0 to him. Grounded to first. Jaha touches the bag. And again, Bonds strands a base runner. Nothing in the Giant 5th. Midway through tonight's from County Stadium. Brewers on top 5-2.
Please don't drive drunk.
No, I don't need vinyl siding. This is an apartment. I can't get away from these salesmen.
I'm Jim.
Hi, Jim. This is for you. Hello? And make sure you deal with a pro, like your GMC dealer. It's closer than you think. Here, let's take a look.
Right now, get a GMC Sierra regular cab with low 1.9% APR GMAC financing and average finance savings of $25.61. See your southeastern Wisconsin GMC dealer today.
Oh, no, don't get it.
Shopping for a computer. Nightmare on Cyber Street. What do you really want?
A choice of brands.
American has Compaq, IBM, Apple, Sony.
A good price.
American has the absolute low price. We'll show you in writing how our prices compare with other stores, even mail order.
I'd like to get everything and know it'll all fit together.
American's complete computer packages will work, guaranteed.
So you've got a friend in the business, because American's right next door.
American, the low price and so much more.
Fans, tune into MSC for all your golf action. See the best in the Midwest hit the greens at the Midwest Team Golf Championship. This weekend, it's Hazeltine versus the Norco's Country Club, Sunday night on MSC at 9 o'clock, your ultimate sports connection.
How's your game coming along? You been out there in a while?
I have not even gotten the clubs out yet.
Really?
No, not once. And it doesn't look like we're going to get them out anytime soon.
No, I know it. Marquise Grissom leads off the Brewer 5th. Grissom followed by Loretta and Jackson. 5-2 Brewers, bottom 5. Cubs have lost today. The Dodgers doing the Brewers a favor. And 11-3 trouncing at Wrigley this afternoon. So the Brewers with a chance to open up a game-and-a-half lead over the Cubs should they hang on here tonight. St. Louis at the start of play also trailed the Brewers by a half in the Central. Grissom lines to left. Good running catch by Barry Bonds. One away.
Well, he talked about Barry Bonds and his ability to play left field. Does not get a whole lot of credit for his defensive prowess, but gets a good jump on this line drive. Sometimes a line drive like that will fool you. Good running catch by Barry Bonds. You mentioned the Dodgers beating up on the Cubs. You hate to see the Dodgers getting hot before they come in here. Dodger pitching was somewhat suspect in the first week and a half of the season.
Sure was. Here's Loretta now. Not only was the pitching suspect, but the big bats, the likes of Piazza Mondesi, they were quiet early in the year for the Dodgers. That's all changed, certainly.
Yeah.
0-1 on Mark Loretta. Cardinals currently trail Philadelphia 1-0 in the bottom half of the third at Busch Stadium. Loretta grounds to the left side. Aurelia picks and gets him at the bag, 2 away.
Left fielder, Darren Jackson.
Oh, watch Rich Aurelia, the way he surrounds his baseball, gets himself into position to throw before he even catches the ball. Good job by Aurelia, made it look easy. Hey, you go after that ball the normal way, you're taking your momentum away from first base, but did a nice job.
2 away now for Jackson.
Center field, best fielding first baseman in all of baseball.
And I'm not going to.
Is Bob Boone one of them?
Yes.
Good fielding pitcher. 2 outs, 2-1. Down low.
The
3
others,
balls, 1 strike.
I'm sorry, the others, in addition to Bob Boone, Matt Williams was the other guy that I remembered because he did it so recently.
All right.
And outfielders Tommy Agee and Dave Winfield.
Tommy Agee with the Mets. 3-1 pitch right down Main Street. An American.
So I don't know what I'll tell you in just a minute.
Fans. Horrible salad dressing neck label. Call 414-933-9000 for your half-price Tuesday tickets. That's 933-9000.
For over 40 years, Century has provided you and your family with nothing less than USDA choice beef. No one else in town can make that claim. That's one reason why we've earned a reputation as having the finest beef around. But it's not the only reason. You see, at Century, our experienced butchers make sure you're getting the juiciest, most flavorful cuts possible. And they'll either trim to our quarter-inch standards or custom cut it to your specifications. Even more reasons why every great meal starts with Century.
Well, my Discover card statement reads like a wish list.
What?
Toys. I like toys. I love pinball machines. This will improve my golf game. It is unbelievable to me how fortunate I've been in my life, and I can't ask for anything more. Discover card cashback bonus, no competition.
It pays to Discover. To apply, call 1-800-IT-PAYS-TO. Accepted where you see the notice sign.
Well, here's our Team Tires Plus trivia question for the night. When was the last time the Brewers hit back-to-back home runs? And the answer is David Nilsson and Jeremy Burnitz in 1997, August 5th of last year.
We should put the disclaimer on that was the last time last season that happened.
Okay. Pretty good extension by Fernando Ovina, but JT Snow, Johnny on the spot. That's why you play behind the pitcher in a situation like that. Had JT Snow been holding Mercedes on, that would have been a double. It would have been second and third and only 1 out.
Of course, Jeremy Burnitz and Marquise Grissom hit back-to-back home runs this year. Did it down in Florida. And we have some attention being paid to Jose Mercedes by the Brewers medical staff. Assistant trainer Roger Kaplinger is out to chat with Jose, and they want to make sure he's okay after diving back to the bag.
And he's not. He's done.
Oh, man.
Obviously, Mercedes hurt himself diving back to first base. Al Reyes up in the Brewer bullpen along with Mike Myers. Oh, you hate to see your pitcher lost in a game like this. You got a 3-run lead, cruising around, and diving back to first base, trying to avoid a double play. Watch Mercedes. They were pointing to his shoulder. You see if he jams the shoulder, trying to get back, avoiding the tag. Bang, right there. You can see the way his shoulder went in and got up rather gingerly. And that's the pitching shoulder. Not good.
Well, certainly Jose being removed here is a precautionary measure, but you can easily see how a guy could get banged up going back into the bag as hard as he did. Al Reyes is a new Brewer pitcher. We're going to duck away for a pitching change. Brewers on top 5-2. Reyes coming out to start the 7th inning. Johnson, Aurelia, and Estes, the pitcher's spot scheduled here in the 7th. The pitching change. We'll be right back.
Your car needs fixing. You're here. And the dealer is over there. But your CarX is here, 16 Milwaukee area locations. So just drop into your neighborhood CarX. You don't need an appointment. And we can help you with a whole lot more than brakes and mufflers. So where should you take your car? It's easy. Your Milwaukee area CarX, your neighborhood car care center.
Don't worry, call the CarX man.
The ultimate Derek Jeter dream date. First you call a girl. Tell her that you're preparing a perfect candlelight dinner for her. I throw in some R&B. I can't cook, so I'll order some food. Tell them to give me the works and put it on my Discover card. Splash on a little cologne. Throw on your apron. The Discover card cashback bonus. It's the icing on the cake. What else would she want to do but to watch highlights of us winning the World Series in 1996?
It pays to Discover. To apply, call 1-800-IT-PAYS-2. Accepted where you see the Novus sign.
For over 40 years, Century has provided you and your family with nothing less than USDA choice beef. No one else in town can make that claim. That's one reason why we've earned a reputation as having the finest beef around. But it's not the only reason. You see, at Century, our experienced butchers make sure you're getting the juiciest, most flavorful cuts possible. And they'll either trim to our quarter-inch standards or custom cut it to your specifications. Even more reasons why every great meal starts with Century.
Fans coming up, MSC delivers the best of the best on the Fox Formula One auto race. See racers from all over the world compete in the San Marino Grand Prix in Italy. Catch the power of Formula One racing coming Sunday, April 26th at 12:30 on MSC, your ultimate sports connection. New pitcher for the Brewers. Jose Mercedes is done after 6, removed as a precautionary measure after he felt something wrong in the shoulder after he was diving back to first in the last half of the last inning. And it's turned over to right-hander Al Reyes here in the 7th.
Oh, now Reyes struggled for the most part in his first 4 ball games, but really threw the ball well yesterday. 2 complete innings, struck out 3 overall, an earned run average a little high, over 11. He's 1-0.
Again, he'll face Johnson, Aurelia, and Estes here in the top half of the 7th inning. Final line on Jose Mercedes. He's done after 6. Allows 2 earned runs on 4 hits, walked 3, struck out 3. Mercedes pitched very well tonight, especially well against that difficult 3-4-5 part of this Giants order. And certainly you've got to hope that the Brewers can avoid a serious injury to a member of their starting pitching staff yet again.
Yeah.
Again, Scott Carl's okay after a scary moment in Montreal. They avoided a problem there, and you can hope for the same with Mercedes.
Yeah. Well, the big 3, Bonds, Kent, and Snow, hitless tonight. Not too bad.
So Al Reyes ready to go to work out of the Brewer bullpen. The Brewers have faced Barry Bonds with runners aboard 3 times tonight. He's driven in 1, but it could be a whole lot worse. Johnson 0 for 2 this evening. Johnson's hit in his last 4 starts. You can see John Johnstone pitched for the Giants and the Oakland A's last year up in the Giant bullpen. He's off to a great start in '98. 3-0.
Well, you would certainly expect that Sean Estes will be done tonight. They're probably going to go to a pinch hitter. Estes due to hit third in this inning.
Full count on Brian Johnson now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Reyes doing a nice job of coming back and filling the count.
Well, at the bottom of this order, you want to make them hit their way on. No free passes. It's tough enough at the top of the order.
There's a payoff home, fouled away.
We talk about the bullpen yesterday for the Brewers. 8 scoreless innings. Really did a nice job in the bullpen that had been struggling somewhat in the last week or so. Bob Wickman did a nice job. Chad Fox, Doug Jones, and Reyes.
The next 3-2 pitch home, swung on and bounced back up the middle. A base hit for Brian Johnson to lead off the 7th inning for the Giants.
Well, make them hit their way on. That's exactly what Brian Johnson was able to do. Credit Al Reyes. Didn't give in, throwing strikes. That ball was off the plate. Good piece of hitting by Johnson. That ball was off the plate about 2 or 3 inches.
So Rich Aurilia now with the runner aboard. Talking earlier about how Rich Aurilia has some pretty big shoes to fill at shortstop this year for the Giants. Giants have actually had quite a revolving door at shortstop the past number of years. 4 different opening days, 4 different shortstops. Royce Clayton in '95, Sean Dunston in '96, Jose Vizcaíno last year, and Rich Aurilia this season.
Kind of like that Cubs left field spot, huh? What is it, 11 straight years, a different guy out there?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, Aurilia figures on being there a while. Giants like this kid an awful lot. 1-1, hot smash to short, should be 2. Loretta, Tavina, Tajaha, they got them both. Second double play of the night turned by the Brewers.
And a good sinker by Al Reyes. Well, he started him off with a good changeup. Pretty good extension by Aurilia. He hits it on 1 hop, and once it gets to Fernando Vina, forget about it.
So 2 away. Sean Estes had been in the on-deck circle, but they're going to lift him here with 2 out and the bases empty for Alex Diaz, a pinch hitter.
Well, Sean Estes was probably going to go up there to bunt had Aurilia been able to get on. And since there's 2 outs, nobody on, once in a while, a manager will let his pitcher go up there and hit if he feels that he'd like him to continue to pitch. Obviously, Dusty Baker not giving up on any outs tonight. 3-run lead deep into the ball game. Not too many to waste.
So here's the former Brewer Alex Diaz now. Bases are empty with 2 gone. Cirillo in tight at third. Diaz has been well traveled. Since leaving the Brewers, he's played in the big leagues with Seattle and Texas. A couple of minor league cities along the way as well. A ball and a strike.
Did a nice job while he was with the Brewers. Played some outfield. Hit a bunch of triples one year with Milwaukee.
Seven triples and the strike shortened 94. He had a pretty good year that season.
Yeah.
Two balls and a strike on him here by Reyes. That's punched foul.
When you get to this part of the ball game and you're a Milwaukee Brewers fan, you have to feel pretty comfortable. You've got a very proficient bullpen. Chad Fox, Bob Wickman, Doug Jones out there, and Al Reyes gets through this inning. You figure on seeing Wickman, perhaps Fox. You got Mike Myers, a lot of experience, all doing very well right now.
There's a relaxed Bob Wickman.
Yeah, he's not excited.
Nah.
Not yet.
2-2 to Diaz is grounded to second base. Vina there for it. Gets Diaz, and despite the leadoff single, Reyes gets the Giants in order in the seventh to the seventh inning stretch. 5-2 Brewers.
They've hit a bowling alley, video store. Now here.
There's one of them.
He's moving.
Oh, he's good. He's very good.
That's it. Let's grab him.
Did you pay for this wiener, son?
Not exactly.
Lieutenant, this might explain things.
Watch yourself.
It's a Coca-Cola card. No telling what you'll get away with.
This just in. Football legend William Refrigerator Perry is returning to the NFL. They're working out the contract details at this very moment.
Okay, Pridge. Here's our demands.
3 submarine sandwiches for every sack.
Box of cupcakes for every
And a box of cupcakes for every hurry.
And 2 deep dish pizzas for every tackle.
Fridge, you want to be legit. You got to get the double cheese and the anchovies.
Good point, baby. Man, those guys are good.
Hey, this game plan's a winner. It's a gritty and challenging task, but Team Tires Plus trains hard to bring you world-class service, keeping your car in condition for the daily hustle on the gridiron. Tires Plus knows brakes. Tires Plus knows shocks and struts. Tires Plus knows tires. They're the top people for the bottom of your car.
Low warehouse prices, world-class service, Tires Plus. Nobody does it like you.
To deep clean your carpet and upholstery, you can get a Hoover Steam Vac Ultra and pay once. Or pay these guys
Nobody
every time.
does it like you.
Fox Sports News, prime time. Ryan Leaf, Peyton Manning. Take your pick in the quarterback sweepstakes. Tonight, a complete guide to the NFL Draft. Only on Fox Sports News, prime time.
Well, let's take a look at tonight's Hoover pickup of the game off the bat of Darren Jackson. Nice play down the line by Bill Miller of the Giants. Boy, collects himself, unfortunately for San Francisco. Unable to make an accurate throw, but a pretty good pickup. That's the Hoover pickup of the game.
We go to the bottom of the seventh inning tonight. Brewers on top by a score of 5-2. The Giants have gone to the bullpen for the first time this evening and pull from it right-hander John Johnstone.
Not a very much of a veteran bullpen for these San Francisco Giants. Johnstone with a good fastball and a curveball.
One 1-0 on Cirillo. Make it 2-0. John Johnstone off to a good start for the Giants. He strung together 9 2/3 in scoreless relief. That done after his first 6 outings this season. Really been the most consistent out of the bullpen.
See that fastball, the 4-seam variety, good velocity. Have that, goes along with a pretty good breaking ball.
2-1 on Cirillo. Little check swing, excuse me, roller to second. Kent is there for it. Jeff would like to have that one over again, 1 away.
Well, it was a hanging breaking ball. That's why I'd like to have it over again. He gave up on it, thought it was a fastball, checked his swing, and watch the ball break right down into the bat. And man, that's the kind of stuff that happens when you're hitting into bad luck. Cirillo hitting the ball hard in Montreal with not much to show for it. That's the kind of stuff that happens.
1 away for Jaha now. The way the Giants use their bullpen, Dusty Baker has a formula similar to Phil Garner, where he's got a number of guys he uses in the early relief innings, meaning 5, 6, 7. And he's got a right-hander and a left-hander that he'll use to set up Rob Nen, situation dictating. The primary right-handed setup guy for Nen is Julian Tavares. But he's been struggling of late. Johnstone's been pitching very well, and there's a big possibility that those roles might find themselves reversed here sooner rather than later.
Well, certainly if Tavares continues to struggle. Really hasn't found his niche since leaving the Cleveland Indians. He was one of the better relievers, young relievers in the American League, but has struggled since coming over to the National League.
Ball and 2 strikes on Jaha. Overall, this Giant bullpen has gotten off to a pretty good start. They've only allowed 9 of 35 inherited runners to score. Johnstone has been among those throwing the ball very well. Ball and 2 strikes on Jaha. And it remains as such. John Johnstone got a big league call-up in '96 with the Houston Astros. Pitching coach there in Houston that year was former Padre pitcher Brent Strom. And when Johnstone got the call up, he had success in AAA using the 4-seam fastball and the curveball. All of a sudden, when he got called up to the big league team, they wanted him to throw a 2-seamer. And that's not what got him there.
No. Well, the 2-seam fastball isn't as easy as it sounds, just to put your fingers with the seams as opposed to wrapping them over the seams. And tendency is the ball will move a little bit more when you do that.
You're talking about a pretty tough time in a guy's career to change the way he throws the fastball.
Yeah, not many guys change that unless they're injured and have major surgery. Then they're pretty much forced to change and maybe sink the ball a little bit more, but that's certainly not the case with Johnstone.
He's gone full to Jaha, 3-2. Ball 4, didn't miss by much.
Johnstone's still looking in at Mike Winters at home plate. Pretty good off-speed pitch. Looks like Johnstone has a couple of them. That looked like more of a slider, a little bit down in the zone. Good eye by Jaha.
Going to have a pinch runner for Jaha. Jose Valentin, who got the night off as a starter, is inserted after to pinch run for Jaha. So JJ's night is through. Swinging the bat well once again this evening.
You'll probably see Valentin go to shortstop, move Loretta over to first.
Jeremy Burnitz now. Here's a couple of guys that are old minor league teammates from years gone by. You know, when you talk about the parallels currently, speaking of the current rosters, Giants versus Brewers, a lot of former Brewers on the Giants, in guys like Diaz, Hamilton. A lot of Giant ties on the Brewer roster, and particularly the base coaches. Joel Youngblood, who was a longtime member of the Giants, Brewers third base coach. Doug Manzolino, the Brewers first base coach, a longtime Giants instructor in the minor leagues.
He has very good penmanship. Writes out the Brewer card every night.
You could even take the parallels between the Giants and Brewers all the way to the top, to the managers. Phil Garner ended his career with the Giants on a team that Dusty Baker served as hitting coach.
Yeah.
So really there should be no secrets when you talk about the way that Dusty Baker and Phil Garner like to run a game. A couple of guys who were on the same page a lot of times.
Certainly Phil Garner's association with the National League as a player and as a coach has certainly helped him so far this year. He's really run the game in this National League with no problem whatsoever. We knew it was going to be that way. Nothing has really caught him by surprise. Certainly getting a lot of help from Chris Bando and Lamar Johnson, all the coaches in there, reminding him when the pitcher's spot is due for both clubs. Little checks and balances going on in that dugout, but really hasn't hurt the team at all in any particular game.
Boy, Johnstone really concerned with Valentine at first. My goodness.
Well, 2-1 count is a great chance for the Brewers to run. Valentine likes to steal a base. 2-1, the best running count of all. You figure the pitcher wants to throw a strike, doesn't want to go 3-1 on a power hitter. Protect the runner.
Burnett's out in front that time. 2-2.
A lot of off-speed stuff that they're throwing Jeremy. Last week or so, there's a pitch that Jeremy thought that he should have got. Looked like a slider.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes on Burnett's. 1 away. Valentine off first. Brewers on top of the Giants. 5-2 in the bottom of the 7th. And another throw to first on Valentine. Fans are getting tired of that. Of course, what ballpark in the country do the home fans applaud when the visiting pitcher throws to first 7 or 8 times? 2-2 to Bernie, fouled away.
Well, you figure Valentine to run on 3 and 2 at least. The only reason that Valentine hasn't attempted to steal is because you got your best power hitter at the plate. You don't want to make an out on the bases when you got a chance of hitting a home run. You don't see many bases stolen in front of big power hitters.
There goes Valentine on 2-2, and that one's fouled away.
Either that or Valentine just wasn't able to get a jump.
So everybody tries it again. Marquise Grissom waiting on deck for the Brewers. Looks like a lot of what's happening with the Giants is coming from the dugout. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Johnstone got him.
Hey, Jeremy talking to himself a little bit. Can't understand why he swung through that. Looking at the bat, looking for holes maybe. How did I miss that pitch? There it is. Pretty good short slider by Johnstone, and Reds can't figure out how it happened.
So it's up to Grissom now with 2 away. And we mentioned a lot of what's happening looks like it's coming from the dugout for the Giants, because Brian Johnson was looking into the dugout about every 2 or 3 pitches. One 1-0 on Grissom. Oh man, a lot of theatrics in left field tonight as the fans are chanting in rather taunting fashion to Barry Bonds, who just raised his arms up and down as if to say, come on, bring it on, give me more.
He loves it.
Valentine runs, a swing and a miss by Grissom. Throw down is high and late, easy stolen base for Jose Valentine.
Well, he got a pretty good jump. He had a good look at the move of Johnstone and finally picked a spot, and not even close. A good jump by Valentine. An off-speed pitch, tough pitch to throw on, and not even close at second base.
Second stolen base of the season for Jose Valentine. Chance for Grissom to drive in a run. Runner at second, 2 away. Brewers up by 3. You know, in regards to Bonds and the constant grief that he gets from fans throughout baseball, a guy has to develop a thick skin, which Bonds certainly has. But it just reaches a point where even the thickest of skins has to wonder, gee, what do I have to do?
Not a bad guy. course, I don't think it has anything to do with the kind of guy Barry is. It's the fact that he hits 40 home runs and drives in 150 runs every year. That has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're out there only cost them $1.
Sure, they got to heckle somebody for $1.
Yeah. Get my money's worth.
Grounded back to the box. Johnstone gets to it, throws out Grissom, and strands a base runner here in the 7th. 7 full in the books from County Stadium tonight. Brewers on top of the Giants 5-2. You're watching Brewers baseball on MSC.
The news, David, is that we got the bid and have come advertised for, but for some reason, I think you're
We'll just take the roof off.
So, let's talk to these guys. We're not live. We'll tell them we have a...
Snapper, America's #1 rear-engine rider. With a legendary Snapper rear-engine rider, your lawn never had it so good. Our pivoting frame lets the deck conform to your lawn for a smooth, even cut every time. On-the-go shifting and quick response steering make tight turns and maneuvers a snap. Mulching, bagging, and dethatching are a breeze with optional accessories. Snapper rear-engine riders, starting at under $1,000.
Snapper. Anything less just won't cut it.
Call 1-800-SNAPPER for the dealer nearest you.
If I ran the post office, there'd be a way to send paperwork and merchandise overseas that gets attention. Something that says, open me. I'm important. But it's got to save money, real money, and go to all my key markets. Plus, it would have value, it'd be reliable, and fast.
Global Priority Mail. It's happening at your U.S. Postal Service. We deliver.
Well, my Discover card statement reads like a wish list. Toys. I like toys. I love pinball machines. This will improve my golf game. It is unbelievable to me how fortunate I've been in my life, and I can't ask for anything more. The best thing you can do with your Discover card cashback bonus is give it straight to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. That's what I do.
It pays to Discover. Call 1-800-IT-PAYS-2. Accepted where you see the notice sign.
This broadcast is authorized by the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club. It is intended solely for the entertainment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without express written consent of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club is prohibited.
Darrell Hamilton to lead off the top of the 8th. Brewers have made a couple of changes defensively to get us there. Mike Myers, the new pitcher, the left-hander, taking over for Al Reyes after an inning of relief. And his first pitch in relief of Reyes is in for a strike. A couple of hits tonight for Hamilton in his return to Milwaukee. Out in front that time, pops up. Cirillo calling Matheny away, 1 away.
Well, this is why Mike Myers is in there right now. Got a couple of left-handers due up for the Giants. Hamilton, Barry Bonds, and he's very tough on left-handers. Well, Hamilton been swinging the bat very well tonight.
So 1 gone now for Bill Miller. Other changes for the Brewers defensively as we anticipated. Mark Loretta remains in the ballgame at first base in place of John Jaha, for whom he pinch ran. Well, that was the guy that Valentin was in there to pinch run for. I'll get it straight. Hang on. Valentin stays in the ballgame at shortstop. We'll be all right. I'll be fine. Trying to keep up, that's all. Happy to be here. Feel free to jump in there, partner.
Glad to have you.
Okay, thanks, man.
Glad to have you.
2-1 on Bill Miller. 5 runs on 7 hits for the Brewers, 2 runs on 5 hits for the Giants through 7. There's a shot. Cirillo's there for it. 2 away.
Well, Bill Miller swinging the bat pretty well tonight. The switch hitter, a better left-handed hitter than right. Obviously, Dusty Baker saving Charlie Hayes, a power hitter, for when guys are on base. Pretty good swing on a low fastball right to Jeff Cirillo.
So 2 away. Nobody aboard Barry Bonds, a batter now. Bonds has been up 3 times tonight. He's officially 0 for 2. Drove in a run in the 3rd on a bases-loaded sacrifice fly. But he's been put into a position tonight where he could have done a whole lot more damage.
Yeah.
Myers quickly in front of him, 0-2.
Yeah, it must be nice going into spring training knowing that you're going to have at least 30 home runs and 100 RBIs every year.
Oh, behave, baby. Bonds is rung up. Myers gets him in order in the 8th. To the bottom half we go. Brewers by 3.
First of all, I like to run the point guard, you know, do a little dribbling, like to do a lot of dishing, go to the hole. It's very rare when you see a big man my size go to the hole. Playing a little power forward, I like to box out, do a lot of screening. Mean on the pick, you know, sometimes. I run across a pick of mine, you might get a dislocated shoulder, something like that. In the paint, the painted area, that's my house. That belongs to me. When you cross that free throw line, you're in trouble. I like to play for the sport of it. You know, I used to play football, play basketball just to stay in shape.
Snapper walk-behind mulching mowers. Get the quality you expect for a price you wouldn't. Check out Snapper's new 5-horsepower push mower for under $300. Or be kind to your lawn and yourself with our self-propelled 6-horsepower mower for under $400. These durable mowers have powerful engines and broad 21-inch mowing deck. So hurry to your local Snapper dealer now to get the best for less.
Snapper. Anything less just won't cut it.
Call 1-800-SNAPPER for the dealer nearest you.
Bottom of the 8th inning as you took a look at the Miller Genuine Draft National League scoreboard. Chan-Ho Park was a winner today for the Dodgers. Craig Biggio has homered in Houston. And in the American League, games in progress as well. And here on the field at County Stadium.
Somebody's dinner tonight.
Roadkill. It's a regular county zoo out here at the stadium tonight. You little rascally varmint, I ought to get off of my greens.
Pretty good pitch by Mike Myers to end the top of the 8th inning. That man right there, Barry Bonds, was not a strike, but wow. That ball was down. You can see why Barry Bonds is a little bit upset. I thought at first that Bonds checked his swing. He tried to check his swing, but that pitch was low. You can read his lips. That ball is down. That's a good pitch. No, it's down.
Did you take a class in that? Oh, I forgot. You were a catcher.
Yeah, I can read lips. No, I'm a father. I can read lips.
All right, to the bottom of the 8th. Loretta, Jackson, and Matheny scheduled as John Johnstone remains out there for the Giants. Loretta has cashed in a bases loaded double in 3rd, or a 2-run double rather, in the 3rd inning. The second 2-run double this year. Loretta's got a couple of hits, both of them 2-run doubles this season. Two and one. Jim Poole, the left-hander, veteran up in the bullpen for the Giants. 2-2 on Loretta.
There he is,
Yeah.
Dwayne. He got that baseball.
Good to have you back, kid.
Yeah.
Guy hasn't made a real catch his whole career. You
What a
realize
hot dog,
that, fans.
And you say you'll do anything to get on the air, huh?
2 balls and 2 strikes on Loretta.
We got word from John Greenberg that Jose Mercedes left the game with a strained shoulder, 1st degree. I don't think it's that serious. Get treatment on that shoulder. Hopefully be ready for his next start in 5 days. Brewers have to be very pleased with the way Mercedes threw today, with the inactivity that he had, the inconsistent schedule that he was on.
Yeah, Jose certainly took a lot of grief over showing up late for that scheduled start here at County Stadium, and nobody felt worse about it than he did.
Oh, yeah. No pitcher wants to miss a start, that's for sure. You only get 35 of them at most.
Here's ball 4 to Loretta. So the Brewers have a base runner to open the bottom of the 8th. Second walk by Johnstone. Jose Mercedes wanted to come out and make a strong showing tonight in his first start since that incident, and he did just that. Pitched very well.
Yes, he did. 7 strong innings. Check that, 6 strong innings.
Here's Jackson now. D. Jackson has walked and singled in 3 trips to the plate this evening. On the first pitch from Johnstone here, he pops into right. Javier on the run. 1 away.
Catcher,
Stan Javier playing rather deep for Darren Jackson in right field. Had a long way to go for a routine fly ball to right field. Able to make the catch.
Mike Matheny now 0 for 2. Mike would like to keep a career best 7-game hitting streak alive. This may be his last opportunity to do it here. We're late, bottom of the 8th inning. A runner at first with 1 away. Brewers on top of the Giants 5-2. We took a look at the scores last half inning. A scoring update to post for you. St. Louis has taken a 5-3 lead against Philadelphia on a Mark McGwire 2-run home run. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. How many is that, 8?
That'd be 8 for McGwire to lead the major leagues. His 23rd and 24th RBIs to lead the major leagues.
Man. Not to mention that on-base percentage.
Crazy. Slugging, on base, total bases. I mean, just keep going. He's doing it all. 1-1 on Mike Matheny. And when you talk about the schedule, the Brewers won't see the Cardinals until middle May. But starting tonight, the schedule gets a whole lot tougher for the Brewers.
Yeah. Including tonight, the next 11 ball games between the Giants and the Dodgers. Yeah, it doesn't get any easier, does it?
Giants at home for 3, Dodgers at home for 3, Giants on the road for 3, Dodgers on the road for 2. It's a real gut check here against the National League West.
Yeah, give you an idea of exactly how good a ball club you have early in the season. And the Brewers are able to make some hay against a couple of the teams that they were expected to beat. 9-5 coming in.
Loretta running on the 2-1 to Matheny. It's fouled away. And a lot of people, a lot of pundits have said, well, gee, big deal. The Brewers in first place at the start of play, 9-5, but look who they've played. Montreal, Florida, but those are the teams that you have to beat, and that's one of the big differences in the start this year the Brewers are off to, and starts in years past.
And winning on the road. Doesn't matter who you play, you've got to win.
That's right.
Anybody can beat you in this league.
Still 2-2 on Matheny. Got him swinging. Big fastball from Johnstone there.
Pretty good pitch right on the outside part of the plate. Big swing by Matheny. It's not a swing that we saw him use much last year, even with 2 strikes. You see it, big, good extension, good swing by Mike Matheny. Unable to make contact.
A pinch hitter in the pitcher's spot now. Batting for Myers. It'll be the left-hander Bob Hamlin in off the bench. Hammer just 1 for 18 to start the season. Talk about some of the relative cold spells that the likes of Jaha, Burnitz, Valentin have gone through in this season, full of peaks and valleys. It's also encouraging when you know that the Brewers have started at 9-5 without their primary left-handed pinch hitter really heating up yet.
Well, tough duty for a guy like Bob Hamlin, a big guy with, it really needs a lot of at-bats to get his swing going. Unable to get that opportunity. A lot of pinch hit appearances.
Loretta running again. The pitch taken for a strike. Throw down by Johnson offline. A stolen base for Loretta.
Not much of a chance for Brian Johnson. Second stolen base in as many innings off of Johnstone. Big high leg kick, breaking ball, and Brian Johnson goes through the motions. No chance. Got to give the catcher a chance to throw somebody out. That's not going to get it done.
2-2 on Hamlin now. Loretta in scoring position for him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Bottom of the 8th. Brewers on top by 3. Looking for some late insurance. Popped him up from shortstop. Aurelia calling everybody off. And the inning is over. Nothing despite the leadoff walk. We played 8 complete at County Stadium tonight. Brewers on top of the Giants 5-2.
Tires Plus, like no other tire store.
Nobody does it like you, the way that you do. Nobody's got the power to please me.
The Hoover Steam Vac Ultra has 5 rotating brushes. Plus, it has a powered hand tool with 2 more brushes. It cleans like a whole crew of professionals. So, you know, there's really no comparison. Steam Vac Ultra.
Does it like you?
Fans, the Amoco Come On Back Club Card returns for another season of free Brewers tickets. Drive into your local participating Amoco station to receive your Amoco Come On Back Club card. Then fill your car with 8 or more gallons of gas 5 times to receive a free upper grandstand ticket, good for one of 5 Brewers games. Stop into your local Amoco station and pick up your Amoco Come On Back Club card today.
Having a ball with the Brewers, mercy me. There's at least 100 ways to win on MSC.
Now the Discover Card playback tonight happened in the 3rd inning. Mark Loretta at the plate, 2 on, and he hits a gapper into left center field, scoring 2, Burnitz and Marquise Grissom, and that gave the Brewers the lead that they currently enjoy. And that's our playback for tonight.
Second baseman, Jeff Kent.
Well, we go to the top of the 9th inning tonight, and the Brewers go to their stopper to try and close it down. Right-hander Doug Jones in relief.
Well, Doug Jones picked up that 1 win, and that was in yesterday's ball game. He's got 4 saves and 5 opportunities.
Jones will face Kent, Snow, and Javier scheduled here for the Giants. Top 9, Brewers on top 5-3. Jonesy earned the win last night at Montreal, struck out a pair, walked 1 in 2 innings of work. Had a rocky go of it in the first game at Montreal on Tuesday. Gave up a couple of late runs. Fortunately, the Brewers had a nice lead with which Jones worked nicely. Boy, Kent off balance there, 1-2.
A pretty good breaking ball by Doug Jones. You talked about that outing in the first game of the series in Montreal. Shane Andrews had a pretty good series, took Jonesy deep, 2-run homer.
Popped him up. Cirillo on the left side. 1 away in the top of the 9th.
First baseman, J.T. Snow.
Well, that Doug Jones fastball looks like it's about 1,000 miles an hour. There's a changeup. Jeff Kent way underneath, and you can see Jeff Cirillo making no chances. 2-hands it and squeezes it.
J.T. Snow, the batter now, takes a strike from Jones. Snow, the switch hitter, is hit from the left side all night. At bats against Mercedes. A ball and a strike. Make it 1-2. Jones nibbling away on that inside corner.
That's what I'm talking about. You have J.T. Snow up there looking for the changeup, and Jones throws that 78-mile-an-hour fastball. It looks like 90.
Snow reaches out, hits a fly ball towards short left center. Diving is Darren Jackson, and he makes the catch. D-Jax. Yeah, baby.
Boy, a heck of a play by Darren Jackson. He made a couple of those in yesterday's ball game, and frankly could have won the ball game for the Brewers. Squashed a couple of big rallies for Montreal. No way anybody thought he was going to be able to get to this ball. In the gap in left center field, full out extension, and makes the catch. The tough part of that play is keeping the ball in your glove. Nice job.
Stan Javier now represents the last hack of this thing for the Giants. Tries to bunt his way aboard, strike 1. Fans on their feet. 14,524 in the yard tonight. Javier with a fly ball to right. That'll do it, baby. The first meeting between a San Francisco team and a Milwaukee team since 1965. And this game 1 of the series goes the way of the Brewers. Doug Jones hammers down team-high save number 5, the win to Mercedes. And the Brewers walk away from this first of 3 with the Giants, a 5-2 winner tonight. Stay with us. Bill and I return with more right after this.
I started painting when I was 3. What was your first painting? I think it was painting a tornado. This one is Can You See the Way? Left.
I don't need vinyl siding. This is an apartment. I can't get away from these salesmen.
I'm Jim.
Hi, Jim. This is for you. Hello? And make sure you deal with a pro, like your GMC dealer. It's closer than you think. Here, let's take a look.
Right now, get a GMC Sierra regular cab with low 1.9% APR GMAC financing and average finance savings of $25.61. See your Southeastern Wisconsin GMC dealer today.
Oh, no, don't get it.
Tires Plus, like no other tire store.
Well, all right, it'd been a long time since the Giants came to County Stadium to see a team in Milwaukee. When last they came up here, it was the Milwaukee Braves they did battle with. They brought with them the likes of Mays, Marichal, McCovey. This is just as good a club, perhaps, as that one in the middle 60s, as we talked about earlier, but tonight it would go the way of the Brewers.
Oh, we talked about the offense that the Giants put together and the pitching. The defense was good, but the pitching and the offense just weren't there. But you got to credit Jose Mercedes. He really was able to keep everybody off balance, including the big three, Bonds, Kent, and JT Snow. And you got to tip your hat to Jose. He really had a good outing tonight.
Well, for Mercedes, before leaving, after perhaps injuring his shoulder, diving back into first base, again, he was removed as a precautionary measure. He went 6 strong innings tonight, allowed just a couple of earned runs on 4 hits, walked 3, struck out 3. Mercedes did a nice job on the mound, a nice job at the plate by Mark Loretta. Loretta is our player of the game tonight.
Well, we talked about it in the 3rd inning. Mark Loretta came up with 1 out and runners at 1st and 2nd, and came up with a big double. Split the gap in left center field, scoring Burnitz and Marquise Grissom. The Brewers would go on to win the game 5-2, and Mark Loretta is our player of the game tonight.
Couple of hits for Loretta so far in this new role as an F trooper, stepping in off the bench, something he's going to have to get used to certainly this year. He's going to be very important down the stretch. 2 hits, 2 2-run doubles. That's not bad.
Well, Mark Loretta is going to get on track sooner or later, and he's going to get his playing time. Unfortunately, Valentin and Vigna were so hot in the first couple of weeks of the season. Phil decides to put him in, give Valentin a night off against a left-handed pitcher, and it came through. And Phil really pushed the right buttons tonight, putting him in there.
Fans, join us tomorrow afternoon, a day game, game 2 of this series with the San Francisco Giants in town. Tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. when the Brewers and Giants play game 2 of this series on MSC. For Bill Schroeder and producer-director Wade Rowland, this is Matt Vasgersian thanking you for tuning us in tonight. Again, the final score, the Brewers winners by a count of 5-2. We'll see you tomorrow.